going on? Yes. Who knows, man? Today's is technicalities galore. We won't even get back into it. I'm waiting for the brother to come on that just had the question. VC Realm. Smell good. Got cut off again. It's great. But I'm waiting for the brother. What was his name again? Divine Justice. Yeah, I guess that's what happens. You know, when you get to be a big YouTuber. Oh yeah, keep forgetting to throw that up there for you. This right here is the number for you to get text alerts. For you to get text alerts when Random Jewels is about to go live. Call that number right there and text your name and Random Jewels alerts. Man, Freak. Wow, man, Freak actually asked a question. Like you came and you joined us in the regular world today. Freak asked, "Have I read the Quran front to back?" No, I have not. Yeah, you know, I'm fancy like that now. the Quran is an eye opener. What like what kind of thing does it open your eyes to? With what might the enterprising young man learn from reading the Quran? We wrote it. It describes the lessons. Um, Not really. The original Mr. 120. Nah, not so much. Freak. I wouldn't agree with that. And the reason is, that science. We like the last people of that science. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, even according to those books, right? The Torah, well, not so much the Torah, um, but definitely the Bible and Quran. That's explaining everything from Jesus up to now. You know what I'm saying? Like when people, when those prophets come, that's for like 2,000 years. Every 2,000 years, people got to come and, manifest the signs because times change. He said, we wrote that book for them. Who's them? And who's we? Yeah, we back, YG. We got a pulse. We got a pulse out of freak tonight. Hmm? You know what I'm saying? Who's them and who's we? Because, you know, uh, that's a particular that's that's a particular people's history. So if you want to say those particular people, who wrote their history down, right? And then that history, became co-opted by the Roman Empire. Uh, but I mean, when you say, we wrote it, that's the history of the certain people in the tribe that came from them. You gotta be careful when you're saying that stuff. Because remember, the reason why they was able to, do a lot of the things that they was able to do around the world is because it was justified through their religions, because those people wasn't in the books. There's no Pacific Islanders in the Bible. So when you say we wrote it, we didn't include the history of a lot of us apparently. I said I didn't read it, and you did? Okay, it's our history. Uh, like what from our history is in the Quran. Lay some truths on this. Lay some truths on this. They used it to make orthodoxism. Well, what are some of the things that I missed? That some of the things that document our history that I missed. Whoa, America is an Islamic government. Okay, I think I need the brother Divine Justice to come and save me now. But you have any evidence of that? Like what would lead one to see America as an Islamic government? Because the founding fathers were Masonic. too caught up with you. But is divine justice, does anybody know how to get in touch with divine justice? Our chief said he can't hear me. Can anybody hear me? We said that's why they had a revolution, because they learned our laws in the Quran. That's why they violate us with poison food and injustice. I'm saying, isn't that a little bit, like I'm saying, like if they learned our laws and they learned the Quran, I would, well, let me ask you, is the Quran teaching them righteousness? Because, you know, why would they turn around, and then treat us with injustice because they learned our laws in the Quran? What, I don't understand that one. If I read the Quran, I will see how they manipulate the law. I'm not really sure about that. But before we get too deep off into everything else, divine justice. Hopefully you watch this version of the replay. I wasn't ducking your question. I don't duck questions. Uh, you gotta remember, they didn't come straight here. See, it's not 9,000 miles in the whole Atlantic Ocean. Like maybe from the North Pole to the South Pole is more than 9,000 miles. But I'm saying the distance, like just straight across from no continent to no continent, is 9,000 miles. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't come straight. So it's one of the things where, you know, you could have took the highway and got there in 5 minutes, but you got some stops to make. But the person who was riding with you that don't know the route, they can only go back through the way that you brought them. They had to go back to each one of them stops and then find their way back. So, you know, swimming 9,000 miles is telling you that they don't know where it's at. So they have to find their ways back. Wait, what was this you said here? Is that a typo right there? You said because the mystery or make-believe God is the what? how you how you how you pronounce that word right there? See, you got to come. You got to. Alright, like visible Rakim, actual facts. How how you pronounce that word right there? What's that word mean? Define define that word right there for me. 'Cause I don't know. I'm trying to. We got to build up our female viewership over here. Oh, that's. Wait, man. Now listen, I'm just saying. That was listen. That was just shots fired right there. That was just shot fired. I'm just saying, like, why, how they, why that came up. I'm saying. Oh, I mean, I see what you're saying, but I see what you're saying, but you know, you make people think. You make people think you're taking a little extra unnecessary shot at them. We no longer a Hotep channel, but we don't want to just start. We already got people coming on the channel to defend flat earthers. You don't want the beehive and all of them to start coming after you. The beehive, if the beehive comes after you, I'm throwing you under the bus. If the beehive comes after you, I don't know you, man. They get vicious. But I wish divine justice comes back, or at least he checks it on the replay so he can hear that. You know what I'm saying? But people wasn't coming straight to America. Remember, John Hunter Hawkins, he got them in 1555, and they ain't coming to America until 1621. And during that time, they going to different places. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a whole like a inside of Americas, you know what I'm saying? Inside, from between Caribbean and South America and all, is the slave trade wasn't just a one time ride. You know what I'm saying? Like once you was in America, even like in New York, right? The term up the river, right? You sold up the river means the Hudson River, where all the prisons, Sing Sing and the prisons like that was around at that time, is up the Hudson River. But apparently down south, being sold up the river meant if you was unruly down in Louisiana and Mississippi, they'd ship you up the Mississippi River to where the plantations was a little tougher. said slave is a farce. I think you got some typos here, but I'm not. Are you saying that slavery is a farce and someone is selling that mystery to our seeds today? So you saying the history of slavery is nonsense? But are you saying the history of slavery is nonsense? That's what I'm asking. Black justice. Pacific good. Yeah, it's not that you can't question everything, but it just seems like everything is up in the air now, man. Like, is the earth flat? Is so it said, do we look like slaves, or do you have proof? Well, we mean I got some historical accounts. I knew some people. You know, uh, my great grandmother was born in like 1890 something, 18 like 98 something like that. And my great grandfather was older than her. He was born in the 1880s actually, right? And I knew them. They said that his mother was born a slave, but I never talked to him about it. But I knew that about him. You know what I'm saying? And my great grandmother's mother, I think she was born like just out of slavery. Now, my grandmother, uh, she had a cousin that was, the cousin was a child when the Union Army came to emancipate the farm. And uh, she told her, and she told me the story of how difficult it actually was for them to convince them that they wasn't slaves no more and they could leave. Um, Probably what was more telling in terms of you know slave, you know, there having to be some kind of seed planted in your mind to make you a slave is the fact that you know the culmination of the story is that when they finally did get convinced that, they was free to go, they only went as far as they couldn't see the fields no more. And then they got scared and went back and started doing their work. So, I suppose, like, if I said that it was these different, if I said it's these different historical proofs or whatever, you probably wouldn't accept those. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that, I don't know why any of those people would have just told me a story. You said you thought God dealt with facts and not word of mouth from uncivilized. Well, what's the facts? Because you know, uh, people that pray to a mystery God are uncivilized, and yet you appear to have this affinity. Yeah, poison animal eaters, slaves of mental death and power. They all together. So that's what I'm saying. What's the facts that you would, because any book that we want to refer to, right, we can, find a reason to disqualify it. See, at least these people, I can tell you, their word is bond. See, I can tell you their word is bond because I walked and lived amongst them. Now, can you tell me the word is bond of these people that you never met before? I mean, I guess, but like I said, I don't know, is this the new place for that? Is that the word on the streets now? That, when you want to, see, because let me tell you another thing that I'm not going to get caught up with y'all with. See, you can't, some of these things, see, I have fun with it, because y'all have fun. But see, some of these things, you can't, you know how they say, like, if like, if, like, let's say, like, for instance, people on Twitter, right? People get on Twitter, and then it's like somebody can make a comment to somebody that's mad famous, like somebody with 100 followers can say something to somebody with 2 million followers. And for the most part, nobody would have knew that that person made that comment until the person with 2 million followers responds. You know, that's just an example. I'm not saying I got 2 million followers, but I'm just saying that just, you know, you validate some things where people think like this is a, you know, this is a common, you know, reasonable 5%ers disagree on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some things that reasonable people can disagree on that. That, you know, people can see, you know, different people may have a different perspective from which they looking at that same reality. And then there's other things where it's like there's really no like intelligent way to uh, to like argue with a person that elephants can't fly. Like, just once you engage in that conversation, right, you've dealt with a certain amount of ridiculousness. You know, you a certain amount of ridiculous just engaging in that conversation. See, this is the science, right, of today's degree in the 110. I mean, in the 110, in the 140. So you actually create the mystery God and give him your power. That's why he becomes real to you, because you give him your power. See how many times you heard a religious person start talking about what God did for them, right? But they talking about all the stuff that they did. Like, they don't mention one thing that ain't come out of nowhere. Like, they be like, yeah, you know, I know God is real because he got me to stop smoking crack. No, you stopped smoking crack. You know, I want to thank God. You know, God made me win this fight, and I got the championship belt. Yeah, well, what about all that training you did, nigga, from the time you was 8 years old? You know, not saying that everybody did that, but if you cheated, what about them steroids, nigga? That don't count. You just going, it's just Jesus, huh? All them hours upon hours of practice from the time you was a kid, and now you're going to say it's because of God. So see, by that same token, you start talking to these, and remember, you know, we started off, you know, I used to bring that up about the Luciferians. And people who, you know, they absorb energy, man, from that type of stuff, right? You said Allah is the knowledge of self. Well, what about the devil has the knowledge of himself? See, here goes Naru. Naru alive. We gotta get Naru back in. You know, Naru. You know, at the end of the day, Naru is good for the channel. You see what I mean? Because now we can say that we fair and balanced. we fan balance. We got uh, we got conspiracy theories here. They look. We got Almighty God Allah. We got Naru you. That's what I need to do. I need to bring y'all two on and let y'all handle, get my mean gene on. Let y'all two come on and break some of these theories down. That's W. Man, we lost divine justice. What? What is this you said? Freak, you said he doesn't have a law and he needs to get knowledge to get the law back? See, you can't just take all these facts and throw them in a bag and then just mix them up like that. You can't do that. You gotta kind of keep these things in order. You gotta keep these things in order so that when you learn these new things, right, you can put them in a proper place and perspective. See, it's like time. Like you can't say that George Washington defeated Saladin. Can't say Hitler lost to Alexander the Great. See, there's got to be some method because otherwise, how you gonna teach? And how people supposed to understand? How people supposed to understand what it is that that you that you know. Hey, freak, let me ask you a question. Where you got your 120? Where was the place? lessons? Where did you get your lessons, Freak? Felix Almanzar said, correct me if I'm wrong. I always thought that the 85% black man was Allah. It's just that he is not aware that he's got, that awareness is, that little, that little thing right there. Like, let's say, Tim Duncan, right? There's other examples, but Tim Duncan was a swimmer. Like in his country, he wasn't aware of basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? Hakeem Olajuwon, Dikembe Mutombo, they came to America with soccer scholarships. And when the basketball coaches seen them, it was like, look, if you got that footwork that you could do that, you know, you can handle this game over here too. And at 7 foot, we gotta put you on the court. But how many people is 7 foot that they never, even heard of basketball? That, they in some village, wherever they don't really know about the game. See, in order for you to reach the fullest potential of who you are, you need knowledge. That's how people are. That's how people work. You know what I'm saying? The heart is, it's a very strong, you know what I'm saying? The body, all of these things, they all serve their purpose, right? But the brain is in control of them. And the brain works by knowledge. So in order to reach the fullest potential of who you are, you gotta have the supreme knowledge self. That being said, right, let's not forget that, you going to who is the original man, right? And so when you say who is the original man, it first starts with the Asiatic black man, right? But to make devil, what must one first do? You first start with the black man. You must begin grafting from the original. Whoa. I think Freak is at the, listen, somebody get Freak down off the ledge. Freak said Allah and God is not the same. Freak, get down from there. We love you, Freak. We don't want this. Freak, you got everything to live for. Get down off the ledge, Freak. Don't do it. Don't jump, Freak. 6 tons of blood, over 60,000 miles of circuitry every 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 46 seconds. Wow. Freak said he's immortal. Freak, come back. We miss you. I know it's fun out there exploring deep space. But come back, Freak. Your family misses you. Your family misses you. Allah is the most high. You can't. Almighty God, Allah said, just as time in the womb is 275 days, 40 weeks, 6,600 hours, 396,000 minutes, and 23,760 seconds, as well as 9 months. Oh, man. Oh, man. You know, I didn't want to have to do it. I didn't want to have to do it. But we reached that level. We reached that level. Congratulations. Congratulations, Freak. You brought us you brought us there. It's only a matter of time. Matter of time. You said Allah is an Arabic word, not English class C1. Freak, are you a Muslim? Are you like a undercover Muslim or something? Starting to seem like an undercover Muslim, like you've been lining us up. You've been lining us up for a couple weeks. You know, trying to befriend us or something, man. And now you pulling the cape off, or you're all the above as Allah is. I see. So you must mean the Allah that has a temple over on 6th Avenue. The way you first was presenting yourself, we thought that you was speaking about the Allah that has a school on 7th Avenue. But I digress. Welcome to the channel, brother. We welcome all of our sisters and brothers from our neighboring nations. But I do have a question though. You a real Muslim? What kind of Muslim? Are you a real Muslim? ask you if you're a real Muslim. See, only the NOI is really Muslim. Said no Christianity. See, don't confuse Christianity with religion. Whoa. He said NOI is Muslim sons. You know, you lucky we on this. I don't have to put. I don't have to put. I don't have to drop the link. I won't have to drop the link in the comment box for some of our NOI, for some of our NOI brothers come in here and a little bit of sword fighting have to commence. What happened to my screen? Why y'all seeing me regular? I'm not seeing me regular. District 120 said he experienced some racism at his job. You know that. Freak said they Muslim sons. Freak. Come back. Come back, Freak. Freak, let me ask you a question. Is there anybody who's not Masonic? Who knows, man? said the father was not. So the father was not Masonic. That's why he left the mosque. You saying? You still ain't tell us where you got your lessons. You said you got your lessons from Allah. See, listen, man. This is what I try to tell you, man. That some of these people, and I hear that a lot. You know what I'm saying? If you like, yo, this person right here, they need 120. If they had the lessons, nah. You put 120 in the wrong environment, the wrong thing is gonna happen. The wrong environment is the wrong mind that's been exposed to the wrong things or hasn't been exposed to the right things. And that's with anything. That you can give a person motivation, right, to achieve something. But if the only way they know how to achieve it, is through the tools that's in their environment, and their environment is negative, then they're gonna mix whatever idea you gave them with that negativity in order to achieve it. So see, you start giving this knowledge to people, and you thinking that the knowledge is gonna change, and the knowledge is gonna this, and no, it's not. See, that's why, listen, man, that's one thing, and look, even me being on here. But see, that's why I tell people and let them know, nah, see, this is, right now, we can have certain discussions right here. But yeah, that's why it's, nah, man, everybody doesn't, you know, see, what about all the prerequisites? What about the civilization and the righteousness? See, because like I said, those are things that you begin to start getting that from your parents. The knowledge and wisdom, right? Ever since the planet was first found. So if you don't make sure that none of that is corrected, you don't make sure that none of the basic levels of civilization and righteousness is corrected, then you're not destroying negativity, you adding on to it. You're just giving them the power to amplify their negativity. Not saying that free is doing negative, you know what I mean? But, Freak said there are no prerequisites, that's why Allah came. Now there was prerequisites. See, because let's not forget that there was those that were sent back to the mosque. Why was they sent back? Because they wasn't ready. If people had to be healthy, strong, and good breeders to make the devil, how you gonna build a nation of gods and earths, right? You gonna build a nation of God and earth, right? With just any old body. Where no one has to be qualified. See, I can't qualify for you. I can't disqualify for you. But a person shows you whether they qualified or not, whether they have those qualities of knowledge, experience, or whatever it takes in order to do something. See, people that be saying these things, that's not true. See, let me tell you something. These different people that everybody want to talk about, yo, and this person, let me tell you something. Those people paid for every law they broke. People that didn't follow the rules paid for every law they broke. Now, if you want to walk down that road, see, because a lot of times that's all you hear. You hear about the good parts of the story. Like, see, when they make the BMF movie, right? How much time they gonna spend on, what was going on in jail? Not saying he was no sucker and nothing like that in there, but just saying that that's not the life that nobody sets out to live. But these kind of people, eventually they're gonna see. You know what I mean? Because see, the bottom line with this, man, is listen. People died so that this could exist. Allah wasn't the first person, and he wasn't the last person. That returned just so this could exist. So see, a lot of people with the playing, see, to a lot of people, this thing is, you on the outside. But, if you never walk with people who, you know, they, whether they, uh, did time, you know what I'm saying, you know, got injured, lost their lives. If you never walked with them, you never knew those people personally, then yeah, it might seem like some internet type stuff. You know what I mean? You're not really face to face with it to be dealing with these levels of disrespect. Just these levels where, listen, our history, if you don't agree with us, our history is that, look, go do your own thing then. You see, the bottom line is we not the son of man that search for trillions of years. We the son of man that agree. And when the time comes that changes have to be made, and whatever they have to be made, right? We're going to come together and agree on that. See, not Freak, not Lord Jamar, not uh, uh, Born Mastermind, not the Muslim guys. Nobody's going to bully us into telling us what this is about. Think about that for a second. If you could bully us into what this is about, then we never deserved the knowledge from the jump. If this is how we gonna handle it. If you got something, listen, man, if it's the best part, you better be careful who you giving it to. The Gregory, he a little bit out there. The Gregory is a little bit, you know. He definitely was his brother, you know. I had respect for him and all that, but, you know, sometimes his theories got a little wild with it too. But yeah, y'all gotta watch these people, man. Cause see, y'all bring these people in our midst. See me, that's why I don't fuck with a lot of people. So you see, most of the time, you know, I got my people that I be with. Other than that, I be solo. See, cause if something happen to you, I don't want to have to help you. I've been like that since I was a kid. You know, that's where I got it from. Like certain people, like nah. It's like, cause you don't know how to act. Like you gonna do something stupid, right? Like I'm going somewhere to do something around people where look the odds is against us. Son. You know what I'm saying? I got to play it to the rip. It's no margin for error. Nah, son, you can't come with me. I was at 85%. Cause you gonna fuck up, and then everything's we both gonna be fucked up. See, let me tell y'all, let me drop a jewel on you right now. See, 'cause that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta look at these lessons, man. You gotta understand the rules. See, I understand the rules. Let me tell you the hard and fast rules. I don't even like it. You wanna get to some shit I don't like? Yeah, I don't like that part. But look, man, anybody can get the knowledge. Anybody and everybody that wants the knowledge can get it. Actual fact. There's nothing I can do about it. But you know something? Anybody and everybody can get the fuck out of here too. And guess what? They can't stop it. See, that's what y'all gotta remember. Like, yeah, look, I met you, I heard you out, I met you, I seen you crazy. Alright, next. You know, just because just because they can come and build, don't mean they got to stay and build. You see a lot of all of this stuff right here, especially what Freak is dealing with. Look, man, make your decision. What nation you want to be with? See, look, this we family, the 5%. So what nation you want to be with? Go ahead, you know, pick your family, deal with your family. The 5% loves to see you reach your fullest potential. If the fullest potential of you is someplace else, then listen, it's over here. We not upset at all. But that's something that y'all gotta learn to understand, you know, just in terms of, you know, like see people used to say peace is not a password. Wait, a minute ago you said Nation of Islam is Muslim science. Now you said you Nation of Islam? Let me ask you a question. Do Nation of Islam know you Nation of Islam? Because with the stuff you talking, that's not Elijah teachings. You not in why. But this is the science that's going on. This is why we have to be even stronger, you know, in teaching, right? Than we did when people didn't have no knowledge. You know, like when we was coming out and people was like, "Wait, what? Did you just say you was God?" Like, God, what made you say that? Like when I first heard it, said you was God. But where you come from? How you? Where was? What you talking about? See now, it's like before it was no information out there, and so we was battling just the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Not the ignorance to describe a person's behavior, but just the ignorance to say that people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, now it's disinformation. It's misinformation and disinformation now that y'all battle. You know, like there was no Muslim gods. When I was that didn't exist. There was no other side door over there where you could go on Amazon and get the lessons. You know, you just pay your $9.99 or whatever it is, and you get 120 lessons. No, it was nothing like that. Not that I knew of it. Like it was just a lack of information. And so that's what you was battling as an 85%, right? That, you know, yeah, you just was in the world. And just, it really, that day, when somebody told you that the black man's God, and you know, you got to the point where you could see it, you know, that just opened your eyes to a whole other world. You know what I'm saying? It's not like now where, you know, even things like, see now, in New York, right? they found a slave burial ground down there by Wall Street, not far from it, over by where the criminal court is and all that. The courthouses are all City Hall, all that's down there. They found a Negro burial ground down there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that that wasn't found when I was getting the knowledge. So things that we talking about in the 136 or whatever it is, you know, I'm not saying people are saying that we sound crazy. But I'm saying that now when we say these things, it's common knowledge. You know what I'm saying? These things is common knowledge now. So now that it's common knowledge, right, I'm saying the only way to deceive with it is now you got to twist it. See, before you just totally conceal it. See? That's what I was saying earlier about, you know, a lot of the things that we got, that we studied already, the Bible, the Quran, even 120 lessons, that stuff is expired, some of that knowledge. So right now, they not making slaves out of people, right, through concealing knowledge. They're doing it through manipulating knowledge in different ways. You know what I'm saying, brother? Like I said, it's propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the propaganda or, well, basically, that's what more do you have to say? So yeah, these type of, you know, don't get, you know, this type of freaking, don't be caught up with them. Don't be caught up in them with your learning or with your teaching. See, because y'all ain't like me. See, I have fun with this kind of stuff. See what I'm saying? See, y'all mess around and get frustrated and then don't even want to teach no more, don't want to learn. You know, there's lots of people like that where they was learning, but the people they was learning from, you know, it was frustrating because they wasn't really learning nothing. You know, it was, you know, maybe they learned a whole lot in the beginning and then it's like they hit a wall or something. Same thing happened with teaching. See, I don't be doing all that stuff, man. I just give you the stuff, and then you got to do it by the time you come back. I can't. You got to make your own book of life. See, because like I was saying before, now that's your history. See, for every God, right, that is is uh is 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 for every God, you take your pick. You could be you, but I personally I would pick Abraham over Adam. But see, every God is Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Not saying in that religious sense, but I'm just talking about the parallel of being the patriarch, right? When the family moved into this new mindset, right? He moved into a new mindset dealing with the religion of Judaism, right? And he moved into a new land, right? And he had to make transitions along the way. him and the tribe that was born from the idea. You understand what I'm saying? And every earth, right, is like Eve or Sarah, right? Who all these generations come through them, right? And what I'm saying is that the Bible is those people's history, right? Of the things that, and they people. And they living right here on the same planet where we living. So of course there's going to be parallels. You put your pants on one leg at a time. I put my pants on one leg at a time. So a certain thing about us putting our pants on, that yeah, we're going to find parallels. We're going to find parallels in they story. But when you put your book of life together, that's your story now. That's your history. See what I'm saying? Like, see, right now, all the people in our family, we still talking about what that family did. But we have our own family histories, just like I was just talking about, people in my family going back to the 1800s, right? That was dealing with slavery. You know what I'm saying? See, my Quran is supposed to have that in it. We didn't have the knowledge to know that's what we were supposed to be doing because we was given this other story. But it's supposed to have the sciences of all those generations and the things they accomplished. And now that's supposed to mean something to me because I'm supposed to have inherited, right, the fruit of all that labor of all the people and then increase it for the next people that's coming after me. See, that's how we deal with the knowledge. No, 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 no. I said every earth is like Sarah. What are you talking about? Every earth is like Allah. Don't wait a minute. Did I misspeak or something? Or was I talking too fast? I think I must have. What just happened there? I said I could have sworn I said every earth is like Eve or Sarah. That you said every earth is like Allah. Well, I will say this. Listen, it tells you that the earth is approximately underwater, approximately 3/4 of the surface. So yeah, they approximately God of the, of all the other forms of existence. They approximately God. Battery power getting down to the nitty gritty. It's a certain wire I gotta get. On the iPhone, it's a wire, cause this, the machine right here where I got all the effects and everything, I gotta hook it up to the phone. So I gotta get that wire that you put in the jack, and then it's like two things. So I can have this plugged in and the power plug plugged in at the same time. Then we can freestyle a little bit more. And I gotta get that other machine too. I got that other machine. Remember the sound effects that I had before? It's just that I can't work everything at the same time right now, so I can't double time with the equipment. But I'm about to get that back in effect too. And like I said, the setup and everything we're gonna do, we're gonna have a big 2022. You said, what's a GoPro? Like I know it's like a camera, but like what's the fly thing about a GoPro? got actually, uh, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to, actually, you can see my light situation. I don't know what it was, but over here, this, so I'm about to get a whole setup of things. I'm about to get a microphone. I might go with the Bobby Browns. Uh, Freak said he gives shahada to Muslims. It's better than webcams and phones. I'm saying it's like, hold on, let me Google it. Cause I hear about stuff. GoPro. I thought that's not one of the things that they, oh, I see here. And what kind of, the Hero 10 Black? And do this got the internet on it already? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm in the market for all that type of stuff. I was down at B&H. So I saw a system where it was something like that, but I saw another system, right, where the camera, right, the camera, like the lens for the camera or whatever, right, is separate from the phone. It's like a 35 millimeter lens or something, right? And it really is using the phone as the memory drive. But everything that you filming is being captured with the 35 millimeter lens. That was what I was. That was what I was looking at. Uh, that was the step I was going to take, because, like you said, with that one, it's portable. It's still, some small thing, and it got all the stabilizers and everything, like the one you just showed me. Yeah, I gotta look at it. You know what? When I go back down to Sam Ash, I asked him, what's the, is this, the cameras and stuff. That's not my expertise. But I might get some stuff from Mecca too though. He's about to uh, he's about to overhaul his stuff. He said he's getting some new stuff, so I might get some stuff off him too. What's this you said? The DJI Osmo? Let's go on, let me see that one. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah, this one, yeah, something like this. But what's the name? What's the oh, that's the camera up there. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is the type of thing I'm talking about. How much is this? Oh, they got drones and shit. You have a drone just hovering right there, taking a shot like in the NFL. But I don't understand why they don't got no price. So you gotta watch these kind of sites like that where they don't put the price. See, I know how that works. Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out when I get over there. But yeah, that's what I'm in the midst of doing right now. I'm overhauling, uh, all of this stuff. I just started doing these lives. I ain't really wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? To none of this other production value type of stuff. But uh, you know, keeps it funny for me. Yeah, I like having these toys. Yeah, you missed it, man. Freak has been in here. Freak, Freak has been in here taking us down the rabbit hole. But really, it was my fault. You know what I mean? I was already today was one of those days where it was already a long day. So I didn't come in with a prepared rant like I do a lot of times. I already come in with my rant prepared, not necessarily prepared, but I got it on my mind what I want to build on already. Today, you know, we just doing a little bit more freestyling, which is cool. You know, sometimes it be like that. At the end of the day, though, shout out to Divine Justice, even though he didn't get back into this live. Hopefully, you got a chance to check this one out, where I answered your question. If not, you know, hopefully we'll see each other again. Put it in the comment section of one of the videos and make sure you remind me. What this guy said? Please, sir, one of the brothers saw me. What you talking about? But you know, other than that, we're gonna take this one down. We already got in here a little bit late. Everybody do it, each one teach one. Hit the like button. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Bring that back. Bring that back one more time. Black Justice, I think you need to, because, you know, listen, you know, it's been, yeah, I think these are, they say the eyes is the first to go. They say the eyes is the first to go. It looked like, my shit must be blurry, because it looked like you said Lord Jamar said my name on Killer Priest. That's what it looked like you said right there. But that, I bug out sometimes. Yeah, you're right. You're right, complete. You're right, complete. Before we jump out the window, yeah, what do you say? Maybe he said he's a very wise brother. You're right, complete. Yes, you know. You complete a round of applause right there. Being the voice of reason. Dawah said, why are we on Jamar? We not on him. He's on us. Wait, what? Minister called him a job pretender, and Jamar said, you and Darkim need to keep my name out your mouth. Why ain't you come say that to me? We got to say that to me. Uh, serious? Wait, this is old or this is new? Is this old? This is the ones that already happened, or this is new? Oh, you said that tonight? Oh, is that is that is that a fact? Is that a fact? See, what time is it, y'all? Or they kick Minister off for Jabbar. Yeah, I gotta call Minister. It's still a little bit early out there. Well, let me give you the context, Smoke Down. You know, Lord Jamar is is he's dealt with a level of studies where he's dealt with an elevation in his life where he's no longer adhering to these teachings to the point where he, what made me see clearly that he's moved on in life is when he said that cipher comes before knowledge in the mathematics. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when he said that, that's, see, you saying that something comes from nothing. That's just not our teachings. Then on top of that, see, just the way that he presented things, like I said, we a family. So see, you go on Killer Priest channel, you know what I'm saying, you over there with colored people or whatever, you know, and the way you presenting things, you're not presenting it as like, well, our lessons say this right here. But I've done some research, right, and seen that this is the reality right here, right? And I'm bringing this, to the nation, I'm presenting this or whatever so we can make a decision on. Now listen, let me tell you something. I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen before. Like I said, when I got the knowledge, it was 12,478,118,400,000 inches on the planet Earth. But then when brothers came together and was like, okay, that's not right and exact. We got to put what's right and exact in there. Now, everybody get the one that's right and exact. See, I still got 12,478,118,400,000 because that's just how I am. But I know it's right and exact when it's time to go through the understanding, right? Then that's when I manifest the best part. But see, he's not presenting it like that. he's coming out saying, yo, the gods, man, yo, they bullshitting, yo, they just saying that the I'm the sun and the earth rotates around the sun so they can get women. Like, nah, man, you being disrespectful. Like I said, man, people return to the essence so this kid exists, and you don't know them. You never was around. Don't nobody know him like that. Like, you're not saying that, all right, these things, like, nah, you saying it as if you ever stood, like, listen, man, that's all fine and good on you. Come to the rally, man. Not this, come to a rally where I ain't coming. Go to New Rochelle. Let me see you on the streets of New Rochelle. So now, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure, because the, that video, it circulated a little something. Where I made the video is Lord Jamal want a bus. So you're going to say, keep your name out my mouth? No, 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 no. See, as long as you saying you want a bus. See, like I said, you're not going to bully us into what, you being the leader? Like, how is it that it's us, but only you get a say if you one of us? How come we all don't get a say? Like, if it's all our money, why are you the only person that get to spend it? See, because you can talk your shit, right? But you listen. The people, listen, you told people that the 5% existed. Don't ever think you can tell me about your teaching. Not even for a second. Don't ever think you can tell me about your teaching. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess that's the new thing. That's the, you know, you gonna just add me into that. Like, nah, son. You could have said that to me. Because see, you gotta remember that in any relationship, like I said, if we family, if he's saying he love us, right, the way he's talking, right, what kind of relationship would work like that? Like, even if we was a football team and we had problems on this team and you went all out in the media and started talking about it with other people before you said something to the team, that would cause problems. If you dealing with a woman or a man and you go out and you telling the whole world about a problem that you have with them before you tell them, that's going to cause a problem. See, just like I was telling Freak, man, see, civilization and righteousness. See, just the way you talking to us, all this motherfucker and fuck that, and no, yo, he don't talk like that, G. I ain't never seen him talking like that in person. I mean, he might, but I ain't never seen him talking like that. See, let me explain something to everybody. We still here. That much time ain't passed. See, that's one good thing about being a baby nation. So see, whatever happens, you know what I'm saying, people start thinking, listen, man, but it's cool though. It's cool. We gonna see. We'll see. We'll see. Listen. Didn't we already predict this? See, that's why I told y'all. Remember in uh, the last weeks of December, and we said how it's gonna be. It's gonna be drama in 2022. Keep your head on a swivel, and look where it came from, son. Look where it came from. I'm looking over here. That's why you gotta keep your head on a swivel, son. See, that's why in this nation is fly or die. You see what I'm saying? For the time you say you got the knowledge, man, just so you prepared for all that. See, like I said, I know 21 to 33. So who you think is going to be the person to come and spread some bullshit about us? A stranger? It's all right there in black and white. I still observe that. I'm still an observer, right, of the lessons in there. You know, I'm not just talking about the lessons in the form of just saying 120 lessons, but I'm talking about the lessons that it teaches you that you carry on through life, right? Because it's more than 120 lessons when you look at it, because some degrees, you look at the build degree, it's 120 things you can learn in the build degree. So that's just the science. I guess that's what we'll have to see carried out. It's one of the things we have to, we'll spend the rest of our life wondering about. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that, all these different individuals, whether you talking about the Muslim gods, you know what I'm saying, whether you talking about this brother, like, listen, I don't get it. Like, if you stop, like, in the cold, wouldn't you move from the North Pole? So that's what I don't understand. If you stop being witness to everything that we teach, complete saying ain't any gods other than righteous. Nah. There's a whole lot of pretenders to the throne. But when an individual is being unrighteous, right? You can't reach your fullest potential like that. Because your equality is limited. You're just dealing with six. Because you're unrighteous. There's no good equality. And once your equality is limited, How you going to reach to the fullest extent? How you going to go farther? Too bad the wordsmith wasn't. Too bad the wordsmith wasn't here for that one. But yeah, I don't get it, man. Plus, I told y'all the other day. You said he was a colored man. Listen, or he was there with the colored man. Listen, he called the colored man God. The colored man said something about, yo, we on this level of the infinite plane, and then if you look up here, it's like you can see another infinite plane, like up there, like heaven. And he was like, well, yeah, God, no doubt, God. Listen, I've been doing this for decades. I done seen a lot come, I done seen a lot go, I done seen some come back. But see, it never was a time when you, listen, man, Bishop got sent back to the mosque one time. You have to be qualified. Because listen, man, what we doing is no, listen, there's nothing, this is it. This is it. Ain't nothing but hard time and bubble gum after this, thing. And the stores are all out of bubble gum. So if you can't handle it, you need to go back where you got to, you know what I'm saying, this, first of all, right, we responsible for our own righteousness. So see, if you can't handle that, you can't deal with your own righteousness, then you need to go with the Muslim because they got a program that clean you up and keep you clean. You know, if you too weak, you know what I'm saying, to handle the things you gotta handle, do the teaching you gotta teach, or whatever it is that you gotta do, right, to bring about reality, then you need to be where you can call on the Lord for strength. That's what you need to do. That's what's best for you. But over here, ain't nothing but hard time and bubble gum. So if you ain't qualified, man, go your way. Like how you King said, look, I see you when I see you. You know when I look, have a beer. But you know when we handling this right here, but it's you know, I guess we went from you know, that was already the topic. That was already the topic, right? Where before he told me that, I was discussing being aware, man, of who you casting these jewels amongst, right? You know what y'all lesson y'all seeing now? Why we used to get in each other's ass every day. I still do. But see, they continue daily. motherfuckers continue to fall victim daily too. That's one thing I learned. Anything you see somebody doing every day, they're coming off of that. You might just can't see it, but they're coming off. I learned that one day. I'm sitting in a restaurant, right? And these people sitting behind me, and they talking about making money. And the dude's like, yeah, man, yo, I got up late, man. You know, by this time, I would already made like $150. And dude's like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. And he's like, yeah, I'm about to just eat this food. Then I'm gonna go out. Yeah, I'm gonna still get. I'll probably get a little honey. Then I'm gonna just take it in, right? When I got up, right, to leave the restaurant, put my stuff in the garbage, and I happened to glance over there, it was homeless dudes. I'm talking about not. They had shopping carts and stuff, man. And that's when it hit me, yo, Sam, if you see somebody doing something every day, they get money. Like, I was a young guy with that. I was like, wait a minute, you getting that kind of money, begging money? So they continuing daily, right? Because people was falling victim daily. And so yeah, each and every day, man, we gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's I don't want to get too deep off into that kind of metaphor, but this we in a military situation. So yeah, it's got to be inspection. Like yeah, when we here at the base, right? This is all dickhead shit. You coming around with a white glove and shit, right? Checking my weapon and all this shit. But see, when we get out in the field, nigga, and you ain't got your weapon kept right, and your shit jams at a crucial moment where you was supposed to shoot a motherfucker who's running at us with a fucking grenade, and your shit jams, and the nigga gets his shit off, that could cost all of us our life, man. And it's the same thing with this science right here. I mean, how many times you walked in a motherfucking place, man, you know what I'm saying, and you said the wrong thing, and then I put you in a whole other category where you couldn't even recover. Like, you just, motherfucker asked you, like, yo, you that? And you was like, yeah. Because you didn't even know you was supposed to bullshit. You just told the truth. Because that's what you naturally do. Then you be like, oh yeah, now, you disqualified. See, you have to be on point. So that's why, yeah, you gotta, I mean, literally, you know, we still ask that question. Like, certain people, like, look, certain people are so, like, Kahim, he type person like that. Where, first of all, you be like, yo, this person right here, or that person right there, now I don't know that person. Who is he? He knows lessons. When the last time you built with him? When the last time you built with him, son? And see me, I throw you right under the bus. I'm not gonna vouch for you. Listen, when we see you, we'll see if he know it then. But that's the reality, man, of building this nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Of not even the nation, man, of just, you know, whatever's all, you know what I'm saying, just freedom, justice, and equality. For you as an individual, for your family, as people, this, the whole planet.